Wake up, little Susie, wake up. All right, Suzuka. We did this last season. I think again towards the end of the season. I can't remember exactly where it fell in it. But we're back here again. I was able to get a 203 252, which is a little bit quicker than last time, but the track's a lot hotter, so I feel good about it. I think the fast guys are gonna be doing 201s. Happy with the time. I just got to remind myself to be patient in the races. I was not last time around. So we'll just go for that. We'll go ahead and we'll show you the fast lap I got here, and then I'll talk through what's going on in my brain when we do it. Here we go.
That was 203.52. Sector 3 is a tenth off your best. Sector 2 is a tenth off your best. Your lap time was 203.25. Good lap. That's your quickest today.
All right, Porsche Cup fixed at Suzuka. We've moved our brake bias back to minus 5.5 on the dash here. Got us a 203 252. That's 4 clicks back if you're counting. And we'll just go through how we did it here. Start, finish straight, flat out, pretty regular. Our first braking point is gonna be, there's at the 100 marker, there's this line here, and there's you can see there's kind of like this lighter coloration to the pavement. We can brake like all the way, so we can, I guess we're kind of starting to get on it here, but this is kind of like my brain's checkpoint. Is the latest we can brake. So we kind of hit the peak there. And then we're going to ease off as we come through here. Not quite coasting, but pretty light on the brakes as we're turning in. And then as we come around, we're going to have to get back on more pressure. And we're going to start downshifting. Got third. Just keep holding that pressure through this long corner. I get down to second, I think. Yeah. Just hold that brake pressure. And we'll start to get back on the throttle as we're coming out. And we're just going to wait, and start putting that throttle back in. Once we straighten out the wheel, we can get all the way on it. And then we're going to have to bring the car back over to the right here. We're going to get up to 4th gear before we get to the corner. And we're just going to brake kind of as we turn into this corner. So we're lifting here. We're just going to brake a tiny bit just to help with that turn in. I downshifted there. I think not downshifting is probably a little bit better, but we're getting back on the throttle here. That's why we hit the brake, so we could do that. And then we're going to tap the brake again. Just a little bit to get the turn in for this corner. Ease off and then back on the throttle. These S's are something else. And then as we straighten out the wheel, get back the rest of the way onto the throttle, turn the car over, and then as we approach, we're going to tap the brake again. And then we can get back on it. And then we'll wait till we straighten out the wheel. There we go. Come on. There we go. Throttle on. Then back on the brakes for this corner. We're just going to be patient. Wait until we get that weight shifted. We're just coasting right now. A little bit of brakes because we're not turning as much as we want to. And then we're back on the throttle. We're aiming kind of to get the car back over in this area for the following corner. So we're just waiting. And then we straighten the wheel back out, get back on the throttle. And we're going to wait till we get kind of close to, there we go. Just a little bit before this curb here. Probably could have waited maybe a little bit further, and we just tap the brakes for a little bit of time, and then we're back on the throttle. And we'll wait. And we're pushing a little bit on this lap. This was the best lap, though, so we're just straighten out the wheel, we'll get the rest of the throttle in, and we're going to try and turn the car here. We can keep this full throttle through here. Just turning. Alright, next braking point is going to be between the 100 and the 50, kind of about halfway. I guess we start applying the brakes at the 100, but my brain marker is like just before the 50 here, it's where we peak. And we're just going to come in, turn in with that little bit of brake pressure. Got to hold on to that to get the car to turn. And we're going to clip this curb here. Probably could have clipped it a little bit more, but then we're back on the throttle. I'm going to come out. And my brain marker, I guess this is a term that we're using here, is where the pavement starts to darken up again here. So we're going to start getting on the brakes. We're going to brake pretty heavy in a straight line. We're going pretty quick. We're going to get down to second. Turn the car in. Actually, turned the car in before we got to second, but we're getting down to second. Turning the car in, using that banking, and we're starting to put the throttle in as we come down, and straighten out the wheel. And we can be, because of the banking, we can be on full throttle pretty early. It's really easy to spin the car out here. It got a little squirrely on me there, you can see. But like I said, it's easy to spin the car out there, so we got to be careful. The hairpin coming up is a little tricky. I think that's where I played with like trying to move the brake bias back even further for this, so it didn't seem to help me out too much. But we're just going to go full throttle through here. We're going to start lifting and slowing down just a little bit as we approach the corner here. And then as we straighten the car, we get a straight line going, we can brake harder. And we're going to go all the way down to first. As we turn in here, just using a little bit of brake pressure. We're down in first. And we're waiting. We got so much wheel in. We can put a little bit of throttle in, but we've got to be patient. Get the wheel straightened out. And then we can start putting the throttle back in. And then we are full throttle the rest of the way through here. Just kind of following the road. Then, as we approach this little access road here. We're gonna brake a little bit before that. I guess I'm already on it here, but this is about where I think we're peaking right about here. And then we're gonna get down to third as we turn in. We're lifting up on the brakes, easing off. And then we're gonna come around. And I'm gonna start getting back on the throttle for spoon here. This is one of the, they're all tough corners, but this is a famous one. We're going back on the throttle. Don't quite get all the way back on it, I guess, on this lap, but I want to get on the brakes before this curbing ends here is kind of what I've found. And then we're just going to use that little bit of brake pressure. Get down to second. Turn the car in again. I'm going to start bringing a little bit of throttle back on. And we wait until we can start straighten. We put a little bit of throttle back in there, but we have to wait till we can get the wheel straightened back up before we can get all the way on the throttle. And you can see there, it got a little squirrely on me, so I had to do a little correction there. But we can come out a little bit onto this curb here. It's a little dangerous, this curb, but we come onto it a little bit. It's a little bumpy. But we can just go full throttle from here until we get to the 100 marker. And then for this, I just tap the brakes at the 100 marker and downshift to 5th. I guess a little bit past it there. My brain says 100 marker, but timing. Anyway, we just tap it and then we kind of scooch through here and get back on the throttle pretty quick. Just need a little bit of slowdown to make it through here. And we're holding a lot of wheel in. This was not the best run through. Was it 130R? Is that the name of that corner? Through there. But our next braking point is going to be between the 150 and the 100, a little bit before the one. Well, I'm misremembering things. 150 is, yeah, in between. About halfway. Hit the brakes pretty hard. And then we're going to start to ease off. As we approach the corner here, starting to ease off. And we're going to get down to second. We're going to clip the inside corner here just a smidge. Don't want to do too much because that'll be an off track, so just about that much. We hold that little bit of brake pressure, then we're going to get back on the throttle a little bit. We'll straighten out the wheel. Get back full throttle, but then we're going to have to tap the brake again for this corner. Tap that curb a little bit, but we're going to put some throttle back in. And we're back on it. Have to correct a little bit there. And then we're just going to turn in. This is, the curb here does unsettle the car a little bit. I had to lift a little bit there. And then we can go full throttle for the rest of it here. There we go. Got us at 2:03.252. Yeah, happy with the time. This is a tough one for me to pass at. I think I need to work a little bit still on my exit from the final corner, final chicane. I think being able to get a good run out of that is probably key here. And I don't know that I'm successful in that quite. Or being able to time, if somebody's in front of me and they're not having a good enough time, being able to time when I'm catching them on the exit kind of thing. I don't know. That seemed to be the issue I had last season. We'll see how we do going through with this one. If you want to watch along live when we do those races, head on over to twitch.tv/thepiltdownman. And thumbs up if you like the video, thumbs down if you didn't. Hit subscribe if you think I earned it. We'll see you next time. Bye.